So Dr. Sykes, better known as the Reno dentist, I'm super happy to be here in your office tonight. I have a question for you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Over the years, some of my teeth have, they're not as straight as they used to be. Let's just leave it at that when I was younger. And my bite is on when I close my teeth, but then when I go over, it goes off. You know what I mean? So it's just all these issues have kind of developed as I've started aging. And I know that from the time people are young until the time that they're old, their teeth kind of change. So what kind of options would someone like me have for straightening their teeth?
Yeah, there's really 3 different options available today in dentistry. One is the traditional metal braces and metal wires
I don't want those.
that we've had for a long time. That works really well for a lot of people. Some people actually prefer those. You can even get them in gold if you want.
Oh, wow.
Get a little bling in your smile.
Right.
If that doesn't work for you, then we have another option, which is white braces and white wires.
Okay.
You get the same kind of end result. And you
I
have the
have
benefit
seen
of having a
people
little
wearing
bit
those.
more, they're not completely invisible, but they are more cosmetic for sure.
Okay.
And then if you want something that is completely invisible, then we have options that are clear trays that fit over your teeth like Invisalign, and those work really, really well. You can't see them really at all.
So I've seen people with those on, and I've always wondered, do they have to wear that tray 24 hours a day or just a certain number of hours?
You have to wear it pretty much 24/7 except when you eat.
Okay.
And so that's one of the things that helps us decide what's most appropriate for each person is, are you the kind of person that would like to not have to worry about it? Then let's just put on braces that don't come off.
Okay.
If you're pretty committed and you want to make sure that everything's invisible and you're committed to putting them in and out, then let's get you something that's easier to clean, easier to maintain, but you have to be willing to do the little extra effort of making sure that you remember to put them back in after you eat dinner.
So aside from the visible differences, are there other reasons why one person might choose one over the other?
Some things we cannot do with one that we can do with the other, or they're a little better, a little easier with one method than the other. And that's really something we decide on a case-by-case basis. But for most patients, either one can get a great result. Some of them are a little faster, some are a little more comfortable. But for the average person, nothing too special.
So would you say that age would be a factor? I mean, would you maybe not recommend one of those types for someone younger versus someone older?
Both, all 3 of those options can work for anyone at any age. We do a lot more Invisalign for adults simply because they're not so excited about wearing braces when they're on TV, for example.
So my last question on this is there a big cost difference between the 3? Would that be a factor that people would want to consider?
Sometimes there can be. The cost is more a matter of time and complexity of the case, and so that, again, is kind of a case-by-case decision, but generally they're pretty close to the same price.
So that just leads me to another question. Does one, the time frame that you would wear one versus the other, does it change between the 3 types?
We can do things as short as 6 months with something called 6-month smiles.
Seriously?
Where we can, if we're just trying to get some minor things straightened out and make it look good and we're not doing any major bite changes or things like that, 6 months we can get a lot of stuff done.
I think I need a bite change.
If you need a bite change, then that takes a lot longer, and so then you're looking at 1 year, 18 months, sometimes 2 years.
Oh, that's still not that bad.
And then it depends on if you're talking about adults versus children. Adults' teeth move slower because our bone is more mature. Young people's teeth move faster. And then if you're doing phases, if you have someone who's 8 years old and you can see already these teeth are looking a little funny, maybe we should straighten them out while we can, get a first phase done. That might take 6 to 12 months, and then come back later and do a second phase to get everything just perfect.
So, I wore braces when I was younger, and it seems to me like everything I corrected when I was young is back. Is that typical, or am I some kind of anomaly there?
Teeth have an incredible memory, and they want to go back where they were. That's why getting braces done when you're young can be very helpful to help those teeth grow into the right spot, because if they grow in the wrong spot and then we move them, they'll always want to go back there. And then to make things worse, teeth seem to want to drift toward the front over time, and so we see a lot of patients have crowding down here on their lower front teeth, and those are pretty easy to correct.
Okay.
But it's nice if we can prevent it.
So I understand right now your office is running a promotion. Do you want to share that with our viewers?
Absolutely. We are so excited. We've grown and expanded our practice. We've had so much demand for orthodontics. We've brought in a board-certified orthodontist to join our team.
Wow.
And to kick that off, we're doing a 20% discount for the first 5 patients who start treatment, and then a 15% discount for the next 10, and everyone after that through the end of the year. For our Plush Life viewers, if they mention the Plush Life and how great your show is, then we'll give them a 10% discount through the end of the year. So we're super excited to be able to share that with your viewers.
That is really, really awesome, and I appreciate that. So you still have 2 locations. You're still doing Saturday appointments?
Saturdays and orthodontics at both locations.
Now you have orthodontics and teeth whitening you've seen before. You guys do everything, and you are growing super fast, and we just always love having you on the show. So thank you so much.
Thank you.